ate too many cookies early this morning before I went to sleep. So we're gonna put this on. We're going to. I'm so excited. We're gonna open up this box that sneaky ass Janessa has sent me. Here she is, right here. And I've been looking at this box, and I said, I'm gonna be good. I said, I'm gonna be good and wait because I was just super excited. And y'all know I like to open stuff with y'all. And so we're going to do try-ons, and we're also going to um, first impressions. And we're going to do somewhat of a base face. We're not going to use blush and bronzer because I did double check, and she sent some face products. And so we're just going to do foundation. We're going to do an eyeshadow look. Let me show you what palettes we're going to use. I say as I just put on eye cream on my under eye. So let me do the intro. Hey Janet. So hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. Hey Grace, I just was watching your video. um, being yourself in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique, because that's what somebody's telling you in whatever video you're watching. Wear what you want to wear, how you want to wear it, using the tools you want to, because you need to be satisfied with your makeup. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's our motto. I hope it resonates with anyone who's watching it, well, with everyone who's hearing it for the first time. Hey, Alexandria. Um, And for those who have been hearing it, I do hope that's one of your daily affirmations, is just to love yourself for who you are and to be your authentic self. Excuse me. Two things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And there's an organism named Bruce that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch in the videos, as you just heard. I try to be aware of him to say, excuse me. Sometimes I'm not, though. So if you hear him making an announcement and I don't say excuse me, please just know I was not aware at that time. So the two palettes that we're going to be using today is Swamp of Sadness from the Spellcast Beauty side of Notoriously Morbid. I love the formulas in here because everything in here is very smooth. This does give a little fallout, them little pretty particles in there, but if you look at the metallics in here, everything is so smooth. This one is a creamy formula. You can see that dip from when I stuck a brush in there and used it. And we're going to pair that with another Spellcast Beauty side of Notoriously Morbid palette. This is Neon Garden. And so I thought that this would be an interesting mix. So we have a couple brights. And I'm thinking we might be funky in a good way. Hey, Janessa, and use the mattes from in here. And just use these on the lid shades. And so, as lid shades. And so we're going to mix it up a little bit. And I've been wanting to use these two palettes for a while now. And stuff just keeps coming up where I haven't been able to get to doing actual videos. And I don't have a lot of videos scheduled. And y'all know I don't like that. So... And also Academy's later this month. And so I do want to do content there. I don't know about doing live streams there because of roommate and what their schedule is going to be. And so I do want to have content, but I think I have like maybe 2 things scheduled out so far. But I was wondering if I would be able to do a live stream there, just to do a look there if I don't have anything scheduled to post, but I'm not sure. And it is a very hectic time. Those of you who have been here and you've seen me at Academy, like it is very hectic. And it surprises me that I still do videos when I'm there because I'm always just really exhausted. But then I'm also going out and doing Skittles and Trolleys too. So That's that part. So I'm excited, Janessa. How was your other broadcast? And I'm excited that they're done. I forgot to do my brows. Um, so yeah, I messaged Janessa earlier because I've been, like I said, I've been wanting to do this look, but I didn't know how much of a face to do because I wasn't sure what was in the box because I didn't open the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Him whining at the end of that movie ruined the entire movie for me, and I'm that way where the whole movie can be good. But then if the ending like just irks me, I'm like, that movie sucked. I know. It was good. We just wrapped up. We had like, ooh, 70 attendees. That's good. Wow, that's exciting. I'm realizing I like this better on top of the foundation, but then once I powder down, sometimes it doesn't look like anything's there. So like, I don't know what's up with that. I was going to use a sponge for the powder today. It is a lot less messy, and I did wash it, so it looks nice and clean. But we're going to use a brush today. So we're using those two palettes. I'm going to breeze through the face because after we powder down. Oh, I should have asked you, Janessa, if anything in there is cream. But I have put cream over top of powders before, and it worked out okay. But I did have it in my mind to ask you that, and then I forgot. Held for review. I don't know if I made change. I think I might have did a setting change. That holds comments for review, like potentially inappropriate comments for review. But the thing is I'm not able to check it while I'm here during the live. I have to check it later. So if you are still here and you're watching, just know that we cannot see your comments. And I will look at it later. So that may interfere with the flow of communication, or it might turn out to be a good thing. See, now that the darkness is coming back. That's the first time. I just changed the setting maybe a couple days ago or something. Yeah, so that's why. And I do have a few words that are blocked. And it doesn't really say like what their criteria is. Why are you scared, Zach? Oh, I had the evening session is usually the smaller session in the morning. Damn, 250? That's a lot. We do have a brush just for the paints. If you know, you know. I was looking for one that was straight and not domed, but for like $4 or something. I said it will just be that. So we do we do have a brush. Let's go to stay at the kit. So I'm excited about that. I also was looking at lash holders, and some of them kind of look like this, and this did have pans in here for when you make press shadows into loose shadows and press shadows. And so I took the pans out, and so I'm gonna just put my lashes in here instead of just having them sitting on the cloth. That's how you repurpose stuff. So let me just breeze through this eye look. I am super excited. I am so proud of myself. I have not even taken the tape off. And I kept looking at it like, I want to open it. And I want to open it. I'm like, no, because you know you always wait for your peoples. And y'all not need to do that. I have no plan for an eyeshadow look today. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's a lot of people. 250. 70 is a good amount too, though. Yeah, I changed the settings, hoping it'll just make things a little easier. I did schedule the lives for the rest of this month, I think. I'm always leaving lashes around, and then I get scared because I think there are big spiders. Hey, Mama! Thank you. I'm going to do an eye look really quick, and then I'm going to open this box that Janessa sent me, and we're going to try on some stuff. Actually, we're going to try on everything in there, and she did say it was like cheek products, so we're going to put all of that on. And then we're also going to swatch. I know the cryptic palette is in there for sure, and I am super excited about that. Thank you so much, Janessa, for sending me that, because I was just like, oh my gosh. And we're going to do a swatch party of that. Good. It's always good to see you, Mama. I still didn't do my brows. Am I going to do my brows? Maybe I'll put color in them later. I don't know. I just want to get to this box. I'm so excited. There may be some blush. And however many's in there, we're going to put them all on, because we don't wear one blush. We wear 6 blushes. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even taken the tape off. So after I do this eye look, we're going to open it. And we're going to do a try on of whatever's in there. And then we're going to swatch the eyeshadow palette that I know is in there. So this is going to be a look, and I'm trying to remember to take pictures before I start painting the face. And if not, that is okay too. Yep, just like Queen Janessa. Hey Paxton, how are you? I just thought about the movie Hostel, the first one, because one of the main characters, his name was Paxton in that movie. I just be like associating stuff, and it feels weird, but I'm weird. And I'm weird, and it's a good thing. Being weird is good. Being different is good. Yep. All right, so let's see what we're going to do with these palettes. I'm not even going to hold them up. I'm going to just keep it rolling. I'm thinking it looks strange having like these swampy colors on the lid and then brights in the crease and lower lash line, in the rims and lower lash line. I'm excited about it. We're going to use these two. We're going to put, I grabbed them at random. This is Hellbent. Why was I looking on the Cake Baked or whatever site that was that Janessa was showing her haul? And I'm like, I'm going to no buy. I'm just like, okay, I need to just wait, which I have to wait. But I'm like, $5 liquid lipsticks? I was looking at the reviews, and there were a couple that were like 1 and 2 star, and they were saying that they've been using their liquid lipsticks for years, but the last few they purchased, they said the formula was different, the smell was kind of off, and I'm just like, oh man. But I'm like, a $5 lipstick though, liquid lipstick. So I was looking, but I'm not gonna buy anything. I do want to get some more MAC liquid lipsticks and some more of their lip liners. And I know I said I was going to wait on lip liners until I use more up of the ones that I do have, because I don't even use lip liners often. But I really like that caviar lip liner that I got from MAC, and so that's what's making me want to get it. But again, no buy, so I'm not buying them. And I don't think makeup is a need anyway. And I do think if I were to purchase MAC lip liners, I would declutter some of the ones that I have from other brands. Yeah, I had said that earlier. I think it might have been before you got here. I was like, what's in the box? What's in the box? That ruined it. That ruined the whole movie for me, the way he was whining. I'm just like, why do you sound like that? And I liked the whole movie. When he started whining at the end, I'm like, this movie shit. I was just like, I could die with the whining. Not the whining, Brad. Not the whining. Oh my, Alex says, Mom, I had thought of that. Now it's in my head. Yeah, at the end, the very end. He was straight whining. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I was just like, oh my God. All right, Brad, that ain't a good look for you. Yeah, so I didn't, yeah, I was like, this movie sucks. Just because of that. And ironically, I watched Unusual Suspects again. If I like a movie, I will watch it more. Or I wish they have it on while I'm doing work on my laptop or, you know, whatever. And the Unusual Suspects is free on YouTube. So I was watching that this morning. And Kevin is in that one too. The one that put the baby in a box. Nobody puts baby in the corner. They'll put baby in the box. And I just thought about that just now, that he was in both of those. But You saw Winston Janet. It was creepy, and I like it. It kind of almost gives, or seems like it wants to give, I want to say like Saw vibes, just because of the psychological element to it, but not quite Saw vibes, because I love the Saw series. Some people didn't like number 10, the one Chris Rock was in, and that he also directed, because they couldn't get past seeing him as a comedian. And there were a couple scenes I was just like, yeah, dog, I don't know. But yeah, but I have eyeliner in my eye. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Orin from Swamp of Sadness. I keep wanting to say Swamp of Sorrows. And this palette, y'all, only retails for $29.99. For all of this goodness. This grungy gothy goodness. What? Did I buy it or did they send it to me? I don't remember. Excuse me for smacking. I don't remember. They asked if I would like to receive something. I said yes. And then they double checked when the owner had emailed me after I did the video with the Nightmare palette, and like 2 of the shades weren't performing well. And she double checked if I wanted it and if I still wanted what they were going to send. And I said yes. And so I haven't heard back. I haven't emailed in because I'm not entitled to anything. So I don't know if or when that's coming. I was browsing their lipsticks, Janet, their liquid lipsticks, and I'm just like, they have a couple matte ones I don't have. And of course I'm not buying, so I'm still in my no buy, but I think I just feel like buying something. What are we going to put on next? This is that dual chrome we all know, have, and love 100 times over. So we're going to put that in the center. That is Ancient Morla. Why does every brand, almost every brand, seem to have this shift? We're going to overlap that first shade. I do like the Saw movies. I think I haven't seen the last 2 though. Yeah. Was that Samuel L. Jackson that was in that movie? The one that Chris Rock was in? He played his dad. And yeah, it was Samuel L. Jackson. I was getting him mixed up with damn. I forgot the other guy's name that quick. And so Chris was talking about, we don't hang out or whatever. And he's like, you want to go get a slice? You hungry? I was like, y'all tripping. Morgan Freeman. That's what I was getting mixed up with, Morgan Freeman. But I liked it though. I mean, he had a couple scenes where I was like, okay, dude, you overdoing it. But I did like it though. But those who didn't like it, because he was in it, I think they were just stuck on him being, a comedian. And so there were a couple scenes where it was just like, dude, you're doing too much. But I still enjoyed it though. And there's always a twist I didn't see coming too. I was just like, oh. So that's these 2 shades. So when I turn, you see the red, and when I don't, you see the green. So it's there. Now we're going to take a purple shade. This is Fangs in the Dark. This formula is so smooth. You only saw one Saw movie, you don't know which. You always go in thinking, I'm going to figure it out, but I never do. I like them all. I was just like, oh man. It's that psych element that got me though. Because he did have a reason. What I want to do I have them? I think I do have the Saw movies, but of course I'm missing the last few. And when I was looking up movies, like they don't put them on DVD like they used to in this age of just download stuff. Because I'm a completionist. When I think a series is done, I'll just buy like the whole set. But I think I have some of the Saw movies. But what I would like to do is watch them in the order that they were. Because you know how they do one and then they kind of backtrack for the second one. And then the third one. And then the fifth one ties into the third one, that type of thing. And so I would like to just watch them in the order that they are in, not necessarily the order they were produced. I did that with Halloween, and it gave a whole different vibe. It gave a whole different vibe when I watched them in order. And I was like, this is really cool. My eyes are tearing. In my inner corner, I could feel it right here. So we're only going to pat this because we patted the other side. We did not add shadow on the brush. They're always going, yeah. Oh, let me toggle. Thank you, Grace. All messages. She sent me a floating heart. I always forget to send gifts. We're going to take, I don't know if I want to do that black with the sparkle because that's a little messy. I do remember that being messy, but we're just going to do it because or be funky and take neon delights from Garden Grunge. Excuse me, not Garden Grunge, Neon Garden. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're gonna, yeah, let's just do it. Do it. I was also watching some more of, oh, thank you, Grace, for the makeup brush. Oh, it's powdery. Oh, okay, shaking the brush. Forgot what I was saying. This is very powdery. Oh wow. Okay. I forgot. I'm down to like 42 palettes, y'all. Oh, I put Rusted Essence. Okay, Alexandria. Excuse me for stammering. Alexandria. I did put Rusted Essence Volume 2. We're going back to the brush that had that purple. We're not adding more to the brush. That violet shade took over. So we're just going to blend that, the tip of the brush. I put Rusted Essence Volume 2 in Macquarie, and it sold in a day. It's like, geez. So this morning, UPS opens at 8 o'clock. I was still up at 8 o'clock, so I took it and dropped it off. I think they purchased this either Saturday or Sunday. This eye is tearing up. We're still no shadow on the brush. It is a pretty color. It is bold. These neons do not play. That was this one right here. Woo-hoo. I don't know where my other container is that I used to put the brushes in after I washed them. I don't know where it is. I really don't. And everything is right here. So it's like, and I did put all my face brushes and eye brushes on this side. But that had nothing to do with that container though. So like I really, okay, let me just keep going because we got to get to these boxes. So we're going to take, that blue, Forget Me Not. It says, we're tapping, we're not going to tap off. We're going to put this here. Okay, and I'm swirling the brush in the shadow. I'm going to put that right here. Okay. That's pretty. I will say it shows up more in person for sure. What am I going to put in my brows? Am I going to put one of these shadows in my brows? Maybe I'll put a blush in my brows from in this box. Yes, I was on that site that's looking at the lipsticks. I'm just like, girl, you can't buy nothing right now. And I don't even need more lipsticks. And my container of lipsticks is full. So, and I think it holds 24. 24. And I have one over here and a Fenty lip gloss over there. And y'all know how I feel about buying more storage. I'm like, no. Thank you for, for the heart. All right, that was a Sigma E45. This is tearing upward. Now we're gonna take the pink one, Bright Bloom. And we're gonna put that, ooh, okay. This one is powdery too. Wow, okay. This is powdery. This is the one we just used. So that is very powdery. Yeah, it is. Janet, you're the only one so far who entered for that giveaway. So it's going to end in 2 weeks from when I did that live. So I think it's like the 26th or something. But you'll probably be the only one. Yeah, you'll probably be the only one. that enters. We're going to take that brush that had that purple on it, not adding more of the shifty zig. Yeah, actually, why am I like not able to speak right? We did not add more shadow on here. This is a brush that had that purple on it. Those mats y'all took over. Now we're going to go in with the brush that had the center shade, the shifty shade on it. Okay, so it looks like it might be you as of right now. I have a Dr. Dennis Gross hair wrap. I'll toss that in there too if it does go to you, because I don't have hair I need to like put back to wash my face and all of that. You thought you only entered if no one else did. Yours still would have counted, but yeah, nobody else did. And the thing is like with live streams, I don't think people go back and watch them unless they're already part of the Crazy Troll Nation. Some do, but I think they skip a lot, which means that they're not really hearing, whatever it is that's going on. You know what I mean? Because I still do get views for a while afterward, but I think they're just skipping because they want to see like what happened, what's the look, and I understand that. All right, this eye still tearing upward. I could feel it. All right, I'm trying to be quick. Do I want to do my brows? Lower lash line. We're going to take this shade Moonchild, because I always forget what color it is. It looks like it has some pink and purple in it, and I know y'all just see white, but I think actually it says, where's Moonchild? Pastel multi-chrome highlight that shift okay. Pastel multi-chrome highlight that shifts from ethereal pale pink to soft lilac and gold. That's what this says. I thought I remembered it showing up purple. That's for sure. Get out of there. What shade is that? So, yeah, I'm excited for this box. Yeah, you know how my giveaways go. And it's cool though, because I do want to do them to show appreciation to those of you who are here. And so, it does always go to those of you who are here. And so I really do like that, because I do appreciate y'all being there, being a part of the Troll fam. That, what is that? This looks green. Where did that come from? Oh, it's that dual chrome shade, because it's not moving, it's creamy. That's that dual chrome shade. We're going to take a clean one of those, and we're going to take Poison Berry from Neon Garden. Hey, Justin. Oh, man, we're working out of 2 different palettes. I'll show them to you in a moment. This one? Okay, wait a minute. This one, okay, here we go. It seemed like it didn't want to come play for a minute. This is a different consistency. Because I'm actually swirling the brush back and forth, because it seemed like it wasn't picking up. Okay, this is I'm feeling like I want to declutter some more palettes, but it's like I like what I have. And so what I think I'm going to do is, I don't know, because I had a thought to pull out the Notoriously Morbids that I purchased and figure out which one I'm going to declutter. But the ones I purchased, I really like them. So what we're using, Justin, this is Swamp of Sadness from the Spellcast Beauty side of Notoriously Morbid. I do have a code down below. And also Neon Gardens, also Spellcast Beauty side of Notoriously Morbid. And so the lid shades we took from here, and our transition shades and outer corner shade we took from here. And this shade, first half down here, and this shade, second half down here. So this is what we're working with. And I like when I pair palettes that have different color stories, because sometimes people will say, oh, this would go with that. But if there's similar color stories, you can do the look with just either or, excuse me, of the palettes. You know what I mean? And so I was looking at these like, we're going to do something. I'm going to take a little bit of this powder. Tap that on top of the fallout. So I'm not putting any other face products on, meaning no hourglass, because that camouflages it really nice. Because I don't know what all in the box. And I am excited. Alright, so we're going to do upper lash line and then mascara. Then we're going to get into this box. And so that's it for these palettes. So this is the eye look so far. So I'm closing these up. It took me about 2 hours, as usual. Actually, it was like 2.5 hours. What do you want for upper lash line? This is a very colorful look. Yellow would look nice, but I feel like I used the yellow a lot. And I feel like I used the green a lot. Red. Let's try to do the red. It's this one. In our MAC 210 brush. I was also that glow up on again, and I did watch it when it first came out. So this, I think I'm on season 2 again. I be looking at some of the stuff they do, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, because you just got to do whatever the brief is, whether you have experience in that or not. It is very interesting. I'm seeing their creativity. This one lady on there, she makes her own prosthetics. And so when she had to work with prosthetics, she didn't do that good. And then for the next challenge, like, she made her own prosthetic. And they were like impressed. They were like, wow. They were like, she's back to what she knows and she's killing it. So just going to do a small wing over here. We're going light today. I'm going to bring a little bit down here. There's 2 collabs I want to do on Instagram, but I really don't know if I'm going to get to them. I'm not liking how the wings look. And maybe because I'm just used to, by now, I'm taking it further out. I don't know. Mascara, then we're going to get to the box. Get to the box. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to put these brushes somewhere so I can have more space in front of me. I feel like I'm not. Y'all, we had another hard rain. And yes, my vehicle is very clean. We had a tornado watch. Was it a warning or a watch? A tornado watch. Which one is worse, the watch or the warning? I feel like the watch is worse, because warning is like, okay, it might be coming. The watch is like, okay, look for it, it's on the way. So whichever one is the lesser of the 2, that's what we had. Hey, Haywood. How you been? I was asking for you in a couple of the last lives. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, somebody missing. Haywood is missing. So whichever one is the lesser of the 2. I see you, Janet. So maybe it was a tornado warning, because I do know there's supposed to be. I hit the mascara. I've been hitting the mascara a lot on my lid lately, and even underneath sometimes. And I'm just like, are they kidding me? Freaking tornado watch. So from, what brush was that? And I do keep the brushes in order of how I use them. So from watch is lesser. Okay, yeah, so we had a tornado watch. And I'm like, are they freaking kidding me? Because I was trying to think, like, when did we last have a tornado watch? So from Swamp of Sadness, Janet, I used this first shade was this one here, which is Auryn, Auryn. So this is Auryn, that's that gold shade. The second shade, we use this one, Ancient Morla. That's the dual chrome one. And then we used Fangs of the Dark. So that's this purple that's here. And then we took this pink. It was not even pink. It says it's actually Violet Delights. This is on the outer corner. And what did we put on this shade here? Forget Me Not. We put on the first half under the brow. Second half under the brow, we took this shade, which is Bright Bloom. And I know this because why? Hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. This one is powdery, but it's staying in the pan though. It's still hanging on in the pan. So those are the shades that we used. Lower lash line. First half lower lash line. This shade here, which is Moonchild. That shows it always, I believe it does always show up this type of purple. That's this shade. And I always forget. And I'm like, let's just use it. I don't remember what it looks like. And I'm like, I think it's purple. Yeah, it is purple. And on the second half of lower lash line, we put Poisonberry. This shade right here, which to me looks more like this than purple. But, yep, so that's what we used. I think this was a nice combination here. Because I do like pairing palettes that are different color stories. Because otherwise, you can just do the look with just one or the other. So where am I going to put these brushes? Because we're going to get to this box. We're going to get into this box. I don't know where the hell would it go. Like, okay, I'm going to just sit these on the kitchen counter. And one fell on the floor. Where's my box cutter? Am I going to do a lip now? Is there a lip in here, Janessa? I'll be looking at our addresses. They were watches. Okay. Warning means that something has been confirmed or stated. Okay. So move these palettes. Is there a lip in here, Janessa? I'm excited. So first I see made by Mitchell. No, you don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna wait. And then I'll probably forget to even do a lip. And this is the Jolie Beauty palette. Mickey. And so that was in the box. And it's in the Jolie Beauty box. And I'm gonna keep this box. Y'all know I be recycling packing materials. And I use them for Macari purchases. Janessa, thank you so much. I've been waiting to open this box, y'all. It's been here like a week. I'm gonna do this to myself, and then I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna look at this palette, but we're not gonna swatch it till later. Hey, Dawn. And so I know I'm setting myself up to be. Oh my, what is this? I'm looking at the design on here. So this is the Cryptic palette from Jolie Beauty, which I saw on Instagram, and I was just like, I was like drooling like over the color story, and I want to know why. So I'm like, okay. And this is my introduction to the brand. I don't have anything from the brand. Step into the graveyard after dark, where frost creeps. This is a lot of stuff. I'll read that later. Okay. Use a brush or a fade. 12 imperial, cruelty free. They got the batch code on here. Okay, so let's slide this out. So the packaging is the same as the palette. Okay. I have not seen this. Y'all gonna see it when I see it. Can I see it? Oh man. And you know what? It looks just like it does online. And a lot of times stuff don't. It be looking different. This is nice. And so they have spider webs up here. Trying not to blind you. A coffin down here. This is Jolie Beauty here. This is nice. Oh my my gosh. Ooh, this is a bright shade. I'm gonna be mad at myself. This is bright. Look at that shade. Oh my gosh. And I know the lighting is going back and forth. This is a beautiful palette. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Janessa. Ooh, this one look like a flaky mama. This one, look at this one. It's ready to hop out the pan. You going to stay in there though. Do I dare touch it? No, because I don't put my fingers in my makeup. So a couple do look chunky. This looks like it wants to be chunky, but it's not sure. This looks chunky, that looks chunky. This looks like it wants to be, but it might not be. This looks the same. This has a lot of different colors in it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It has some green, red, and whatever else. This is the chunkiest of them all. Like, y'all look at that. It's trying to come out the pan. But you ain't coming out the pan. So, and now I want to swatch it. So that's why I said I knew I was going to mess myself up with that. We're going to get into this face stuff. We're going to finish the face. Hey, Lock. It is. Oh, my gosh. It's been here for like a week, and I just opened it just now, and I was waiting. I was going to wait. So here we have blush. So we have a blush. We're going to put all of this stuff on our face. Blush pods, fresh out the oven, baked luminous bronzer. I promise I could read. 12 month period for that one. Oh, this is a liquid blush. I haven't used liquid blushes in a long time. Ooh, that'll be exciting. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Janessa. This is my introduction to this brand too. My first Made by Mitchell stuff. My first Julie Beauty palette. Cream blush and bronzer palette. Okay, let me get my box cutter again. Hopefully I don't cut the box apart. Let me see. I broke this long time ago, and I still use it because it still works even though it doesn't have a tip on it. I'm excited. We're going to put all of this on my face. Is this like vacuum sealed? Like, what the hell? It is exciting. My makeup trash over here. It is exciting. Okay, here we go. Lots, and I did a video today. I think it's Quigley Blvd. They're getting rid of stuff, having like an amazing sale. I was on the website looking at liquid lipsticks. They're $5, and I'm like, girl, buying ain't over yet. And I don't need any more lipsticks anyway. What is this? Oh, a piece of dried eye cream. When I was trying to get this plastic off my hand, trying to put it inside the makeup trash. A piece of that hard eye cream stuck to my hand. Come on, babe. We got this stuff. I feel like a kid at Christmas. It's like you just struggling to get stuff open. Here we got one more thing to open. This is really nice, Janessa. Thank you so much. I was watching Jurassic Park, which I've seen them all before, except the newest one, the one that came out this year. No, came out in 2025. I hadn't seen that one, and so I was watching it. Y'all, I don't like it because it is so disconnected from all the other Jurassic Parks, and I'm just like, why they do that? I mean, yes, there were dinosaurs, and yes, people were getting killed, but it was just, And I don't know if it was just all the different characters and like brand new people. The one that came out before this one, was it 2020 or whatever it was? They brought back the two scientists from the first Jurassic Park, and so it was nice seeing older, characters come back. And then Maisie and her mom, but this new one that came out 2025, it don't have nothing to do with none of those. And I'm just like, I didn't like it for that because it just seemed very disconnected. I don't know what to open first, just for noise. I don't like the new ones. Yeah, what was it? Jurassic Park Rebirth or Jurassic Park something? Yeah, I didn't like that one. When they were off on a boat trying to go somewhere and they rescued the family and then some. I didn't like it at all. I mean, yeah, good for saving people. But it was just the it just felt disjointed, like it didn't go with the other ones. Ooh, cool, dude. These psychedelic colors. Oh my gosh. They have nice packaging because there's foam in here. I like how they did that. I don't think I've ever had a brand that had foam on the inside of. That's really cool. So let me open them all and then we're going to open them all. Take them all out of the packaging and then there's a new Beverly Hills Cop. I liked the first one way back, but then when I watched it again later on, I'm like, So this one is the liquid blush. We're going to put all of these on the face. The packaging is very psychedelic. Am I tripping right now? Am I ever not tripping? Then we're going to open up this palette. You like Axel? Who's playing? Is it still Eddie Murphy? This might be blasphemous, but I don't think he's funny. So this is this one, the curved case. I just don't think he's. And I don't think what's his name? That Epps dude. I don't think he's funny either. So we are what? Good Memories and Music is what I like, and Eddie Murphy's. Yeah, I don't think he's funny. I don't. Oh, this looks like it has a sheen to it. What does it say? Oh, it's the Luminous Blusher, fresh out the oven. Oh, that is pretty. That's really pretty. This is the liquid blush. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, we're going to put all of this on. All of it. Everything that's in this box, we're going to put on our face. Wipe it off for it dry. Because y'all know I'm good for making messes. And this one. Oh, these are pretty colors. I had a thought, and then I'm like, girl, you tripping. I had a thought to declutter some of my House Labs blush bronzers and highlighters. Because I still have not used the Blend Bunny. And I got it for my kit, and I haven't used it yet because I don't use a lot of different color blushes on clients, and the PAO was 12 months, and so I'm like, I'm waiting to see how the clients add up this year, because I am advertising now, and then I do have some stuff coming up, so I'm waiting to see, like, am I going to have enough clients, because I don't want to open it, use it on 2 people, and then it's in my stash, you know what I mean? But I was thinking if it's going to be in my stash, I need to get rid of some stuff that I have, but then I'm like, girl, you're tripping, because you know you love the House Labs blushes, bronzers, and highlighters, which I do. And I have 3 other face palettes from Hourglass. So this is what the back. Okay, Shy Boy, Sweet Cheeks, Peach Sugar, Melon Sorbet, Honed Up, Toned Up. I could read, I promise you. Caramel Chisel, Teddy Bear, and Rich and Rosy. So let's open this baby up. Does the whole lid come off? Yep. Oh, these are creams. Did I know that? So this is, okay. I see why they had the names on the back. All right, so Shy Boy, Sweet Cheeks, Peach Sugar, Melon Sorbet. Where are we at? Rich and Rosy, Teddy Bear, Caramel Chisel, and Toned Up. If is in order, and it kind of looks like it is because of the colors on the back. So where this is, the color is right here. This color is right here. So it's not having to reverse it. Ooh, we about to get busy. Where are my brushes? So we are, we're going to, where are we going to put them all? We're going to, this is nice. So even though it says curve case, oh, it does say blush, cream, and I did read it earlier like twice. Cream blusher and bronzer palette. Well, okay. Hey, Tanya. Oh, what you said at the movies? Oh, what am I looking for? I'm gonna take. We're gonna use some of the Real Techniques brushes. And some of the. These are the 210s. Then we're gonna take the 200s. Do I want to use the one I used on my face for primer foundation? No. All right. So I'm a little nervous. Hey, KK Superstar. I did this look. And I didn't do any cheek stuff because Janessa sent me some stuff. And everything she sent me, we're going to put on her face. And so I might be looking crazy in a few moments. This one is the curve case from Made by Mitchell. And I don't have anything from the brand. She sent me a liquid blush from Made by Mitchell and an illuminizing blush. And she sent me the cryptic palette from Jolie Beauty. So we're going to swatch that after we finish the face. Yep, I just dropped the jewelry box. So, I'm going to take this shade right here. Oh, man. Yeah, I've got the little brush, making sure I have control, because I don't know how these work. This is nice. So I'm going lightly. Going lightly. The same place? Yeah. Going lightly. It's a program through AMC Theaters where you see a movie that hasn't come out yet for less than half the price or regular ticket. Only thing is they don't tell you the movie for it. Oh, okay. I'm loving that I can see a very discounted movie every month. Yeah. I know somebody else who used to go to like the movie premieres. And I'm like, how you even get on the list to do that? I want to go. That's pretty. You know what I'm thinking about now? That Maleficent look that I have scheduled that Dawn requested, because the contour in that one is like super sharp too. So I did schedule all the requests that I have thus far. I like this formula, Janessa. It's creamy, but it's not like out of control creamy. Like it's almost, I don't want to say it's hard because it's not hard. And maybe it's because I'm using this small brush. Like winning a giveaway through these papers. Oh, okay. I like this formula. Because sometimes cream products, you put them on, they just go everywhere. Like this is not going everywhere. But then again, it might be the brush. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. This is nice. Oh. And this side is up higher than this side. We're going to fix it up. Because we got a lot more to put on the face. You love Godzilla. That's my boy. But yeah, none of the reboots have done this. Yeah. We're going to move on to another color because we got a lot of stuff to put on. Yeah, I don't think I watched the Godzilla movie in ages. We're going to come to this one next to it. That was this one with Matthew Broderick. Even he couldn't see. Oh no. We're going to put this, going to put it just on the top line of this one. This is a nice color. That's nice. Thank you, Janessa. Your little baby Godzilla, but you forgot his name. This is a pretty color. This is, it's nice. And I am just using a little bit because, again, I don't know. Put it in the corners. My 5 head. My rectangular head. I should say my rectangular face. And what's funny is that this looks like my hairline. My hairline is so dark right there. It is really trippy. Like, why is that like that? In that one spot. Well, here and here. We're going to move on over. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put this here. I just want to see. But I can't see. Good placement, Dion. Can't even see it. His little smoke rings. I don't think I've seen that one because I don't remember anything about a baby Godzilla. This is a pretty color too. This is perfect for me, Janessa. Thank you. And yes, we're going to put every single one of these on my face. I like it. Which one did we not use? Need another one of those brushes. See, that's why I have a plethora of brushes when I like them. I have a real question about contour and bronzing. Does it really matter on women? My complexion or darker? Is it noticeable enough? If the color is dark enough, it's noticeable, yeah. And that's the thing, is just finding a color that's dark enough. But yeah, I've seen contouring on like deep chocolate. And yeah, it shows up. It's just finding the color that'll show up. So we're going to put this one on top, the top line of the previous one. This is pretty. This isn't a bronzer. That's this one. It's a blush. I like this gradient going on over here. Yeah, because I have seen it on darker people. That's a pretty color. That is pretty. This is pretty. That is really pretty. We're going to take, do I want to take it with this brush? No, because we're going to, let me think. I got 2 more of these that's clean, 3. So I think I have a total of like, well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? I got 8. And I used one earlier, so I got 9 of these. And I got a bunch in my kit too. Nima Tang, is there a purpose for her to bronze and contour? Wait a minute. I think if she combined it with some highlights as well, could be more impactful. Time says for me, it gets lost in the sauce. It depends on the coloring of the product and placement, and also what you put around it. You know what I mean? So, and then also depends on what you want. We're going to take this one, but I'm thinking we're going to use this one as a blush back here. Yeah, so this depends on like what you want. Janessa, this is pretty. Damn, this is really pretty. I'm loving the gradient of all of this that's over there. Will I ever do all of this like this again? I don't know. But we don't wear one blush. You know, this is blush and bronzer. We're putting all 8 of these on the face. I like this whole situation going on over here. Excuse me. That is pretty. Excuse me for smacking. Excuse me. Would it then just make more sense for someone, her complexion, to highlight than rather to use those different products? It depends on the person and what that person wants. Like I can't answer for what would make sense for them, Because some stuff I do, people think doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So, you know, who am I to say? It's just that I have never found a bronzer that wasn't just a setting powder on me. Yeah, and that's unfortunate because brands can make them darker, but they just don't. I want to do this one last because I think that's going to be the brightest. So we're going to skip over to this one. We're going to take this brush. I'm a little scared. And we're going to press this in. So it just depends on what the person wants. And you know our motto here, wear what you want, however you want. You know what I mean? Y'all, this is about to die. Like, I don't know if you can see these hairs right here. Hanging, the long hairs. There you go. You see that? These right here are longer than the other hairs. This brush is about to die. Try Morphe Face Palette, says Kay to Tanya. So we're gonna tap this up here. Yeah, this brush is about to die. The bristles is coming out. A little frayed. It's like a whole section, like this whole section right here. See that? And I probably shouldn't be pulling on it, but yeah, this whole section right here is just like, what? Like, we on borrowed time, baby. So we're going into this one again, and we're going to Janessa, this is really pretty. This is really pretty. These colors are really pretty. Thank you so much. Are we blush draping? Are we blush draping? Are we blush draping? I think we are. So now we're going to, you know what I want to do? I'm going to bring that right here to whatever's left in the brush, just to round this off. Minted as a really deep bronzer that might work for you. Out of Office is the shade name, I think. It would be nice if there was a way that she can get samples of stuff. Or like a brand like, and I'm not saying get Natasha, but her concealers. Some people do use concealers for like contours. And so the brands that do have like dark concealers, those can possibly be used. Well, not possibly, they can be used also as contour. And so I do see people doing that. Janessa, this is pretty. This is very pretty. This is really pretty. Now this brush is like we about to be buried. Now we're going to take this one up here. And I'm doing this to get it all around so it's not just on one side. Or a darker foundation stick. Yep, that too. Fashion Fair might have a dark stick. How come they don't have a foundation to match me though? Ain't they supposed to be for people of color? Huh? That's this shade. We're going to tap this up here. We're blush draping. We're blush draping. That is pretty. And I still ain't do my brows. And I don't even care. I'm thinking maybe put this in my brows. What y'all think? Put bronzer in my brows. This is a nice palette. This is nice, Janessa. The gradients for the draping that we're doing. And it's not too much. Well, I am going light too, but I have a Fenty matchstick though, and then do this combo. Haven't yet used it. Tanya, try it. You already have a product. You can try. Tanya, you funny. So I'm just tapping. Look at. Thank you, Janessa. These are perfect for me. This is perfect for me. Oh my gosh, we only have one left to use, and that's that pink. This one right here. This. Yeah. We're gonna go back to one of these brushes that had the bronzer on it. I don't know. Do I still have them in order? I don't know. Whatever's on this brush. Y'all know I don't highlight my nose because wherever I go, a bowl of light follows it anyway, and it's big enough. But I do sometimes put blush or bronzer on my nose. So whatever's in this blush, which doesn't look like there's anything in this brush. Did I say blush? I did. So we just have this one to use. We don't have another big brush. So we're going to take... Tanya says you have the cutest nose, Kay. We're going to take this brush from Sigma. We're going to go... Where am I going to put this? I think we might pop it like right here. We're going to take... This is the last thing from this palette to use. And I'm just trying to coat all the bristles lightward. And we're just going to pop that right here. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm just going to pop this right here. Ooh. Janessa, how did you know? This whole gradient coming this way, the gradient going up here. This is pretty. Tanya's talking more. Tanya, how about you use that matchstick you got? Oh, this is pretty. That's this shade. And I will say I was a little like intimidated. Like, is this going to be like too pink? Hi, Jessica. Thank you. This whole situation, this whatever's left in here, this entire situation. And so we still have the liquid blush to do and the illuminizing blush. Ooh. Thank you, Mama. It's the baby that sent me this product. We just put all of these on the face. So that's why you see like different colors and different gradients. This is really nice. I don't think I've really officially blush streaked before. I think I half-assed it before. But this whole situation, this is really pretty. So we've used all 8 of these products. We could put on some products. Thank you, Janessa. And we have a liquid blush. Am I going to do my brows? I'm going to do my brows. Should I put one of them bronzers in my brows? Should I see what this looks like in my brows? Even though that's... yeah, let's just do it. Because I just want to do things now. I'm inspired. What do we... What brush do I want to use? We are family. Alright, we're going to take this brush. From that... from the kit, and we're going to take this one. Yeah, that's definitely like a reddish brown. I think it will be quite warm. Yeah. Fun fact, my hair, not now, it's like a pockets of grays. This is a pocket of gray. That's what looks bald, but it's not. Pocket of gray, pocket of gray, pocket of gray, and then like gray throughout. But before I started getting grays, my natural hair color was brown and red. And no, my friend, my brows are not on speaking terms today. And that's what this reminds me of, because this was the color of my hair back in the day, believe it or not. But then I guess so. I mean, I imagine it's believable because of my complexion. We're not going to go past our natural brow, well, past where I started tweezing. This one is up higher because my brow hairs over here are up higher. So we're just going to leave this like this. I say as I go further out. They are not... This shoulder just popped. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't even raise my arm that high. And I do like working with cream products. When I first used Thank you for the hearts. A cream palette though, it does take me longer because I'm trying to get a feel for it. But after I get a feel for it, I slap it on like powder stuff. Just yeah. So we're just gonna leave the brows like this. They are not in the same place, are they ever? Can y'all at least say hi to each other today? We're gonna leave the brows. Okay. So we've used all 8 of these. Right? I like it. And what I really like about it is like just that first pat, it's like, okay, this is like a reddish brown and you can see my brow hair. But once I go over, it looks natural. If I took it further where it's no hair, that's where I think it would be noticeably off as far as the color. But I do like that. I'm looking good, y'all. Like, damn. Excuse me? What? All right, liquid, but where are we gonna we're gonna put the liquid blush. This was a ooh, okay. Let me calm down. I'm kind of scared. So we're gonna take the liquid blush, and then I think I'm gonna powder down and then put the luminizer on top of it. And I don't remember if y'all remember, please help a sister out. Which one of these powders made me look ghastly? Was it the CC Beauty translucent powder? Or was it the Mayron translucent powder? I forget which one it was that made me look ghastly. Because I don't want to put the Fashion Fair on top of this because that has the color to it. Okay. Who be asking for the nose flares? That Skinny Queen, I'll be asking for that sometime. Oh, shoot. I only have 4? I only have 3 of these brushes. And this one got some hanging out too. I'm gonna need to order some more when my no-buy is over and when they have a sale. Because the brushes are inexpensive anyway. But Ulta's good for having like a $3.50 off, a $15 more purchase. That is very pink. That is very pink. that is, it didn't look that pink when I swatched it on the back of my hand. Ooh, this is pink. It didn't look that pink when I swatched it. Oh, okay. The brush before the last blush. That's more pink than the wow. It didn't swatch like that. This one is more pink than this one. But when I swatched it, it didn't, okay, it didn't look like that. I don't know what product was on this brush. Okay. That was very, what? It didn't swatch that pink though. But I love that gradient though. But that caught me off guard. And I still look fine though. I mean, like, look at my face. I do think this is too light for the eye look. Now that we got this bright pink right here. But I like it. I like it a lot. So we have, I don't remember. Yeah, because when I swatched it, it didn't look like that. It didn't look, in person, it didn't look that pink when I swatched it before, but now it is looking something. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I didn't think, oh, okay. Yeah, that caught me off guard. I look like had a clown nose. I don't remember which one of them powders made me ghastly. Maybe I'll do one on each side to see. And they're both supposed to be translucent, so like, why y'all making me look, where's my other, here we go. All right, so we got 2 lethal brushes. My stomach is upset. So this is the CC Beauty. For some reason, I'm thinking it was this one. For some reason, I think it was this one. We're not going to use this one. Because I remember the experience of taking out the puff and not using the puff. But then I'll put on a Mayron one and it'll still look ghastly. So, the hell? have my handy dandy label. So even this is a fashion fair container. It is a the Mayron powder. All right, so we're gonna take this. Ooh, can you go on my face? Why is it? I'm trying. Okay, look. What the hell? All right, so it is. Ooh, she cute. If it'll just go where I want it to go, right? This is nice, Janessa. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that was the CC Beauty one that made me look ghastly. Which was unfortunate. So I know to use that on non-POC people. Or just put another powder on top of it, but then that kind of defeats the purpose, you know what I mean? I'm cute. Janessa got me over here feeling all glamorous and whatnot. So we got one more thing to put on. We're going to take a clean one of these. And then we're going to take pictures. And then we're going to get the swatching. So the last thing is fresh out the oven baked luminizer blusher. Excuse me. So we're going to take this brush. We're going to swipe it. Ooh. 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 We're going to pop that right here. Ooh. I do see the illumination. This one right, this, that got some shine to it too. This is pretty. I like how even though it's a color, on top of the other stuff over here, it doesn't look like much of a color, but it does add a sheen, it adds a shine. I like that. And in person, it's a little deeper. I mean, just overall, like this whole section looks deeper than it's looking when I look where you are. This is pretty. This is really pretty. And this eye look is popping too. So we have used, and we really don't use one blush. We use 6 blushes. We use all 8 of these. And it doesn't look like too much either. And we use this. And we use that. So we have used everything from Made by Mitchell that Janessa was so kind and generous enough to gift to me. So we're going to spray our face with the Scandinavian spray. And then we're going to do swatches. Are we going to do a lip? I'm going to do a simple lip. I'm feeling... we're going to do this. I feel like we used this one. This is Sublime. Yeah, we did. Plum with red scatter pearl. We're just going to put this on just so we can keep moving. Thank you, y'all, for being here. Tomorrow, I think, is Michelle's look. She wanted me to do Maleficent. And I know my thumbnails is looking crazy, like they usually do, but I was trying to find the Maleficent character, but everything was like cartoonish. Yo, this look is nice. Ooh, I feel wet. Yeah, this is amazing, Janessa. And for it to be a lot of stuff, it doesn't look overdone. And even the contour, like not fully blending it, like that still doesn't look like too much. It's just like, all right, we're gonna take pictures. Oh, I need to spray the face. Spray the face. Ooh, my puff is sticking to the boba lid. Okay, wait, let me wait and let it dry. Where my fan at? Ooh. That's struck. And my mascara wants to stick. The upper lashes wants to stick to my lashes. All right, we're gonna do pictures and then we're gonna get into this palette, y'all. Y'all, I've been struggling. Okay, let's do these pictures so we can Y'all, I got all these brushes to wash on top of the ones we did for the eye look. All right, we're gonna take pictures. And then this side. Why did me my nose look long right here? And then this side. And do I want to hold up the palettes? No, because that's going to be weird maybe. It's going to even fit in the frame. This is exciting. And we'll see if they are really flaky. Them shades. And if it is, that is okay. So these are the palettes that we use. This is for the gallery. That's that picture. Thank you y'all for being here. Yeah, these are perfect, Janessa. Ooh, I got some new combinations. Now, wouldn't it be something if I always used this way? Like, always put everything on and did drip? That is a thought, because I'm just like, this is looking really good. All right, sponge tip applicators are right here. Oh, oh. I dropped a lot of stuff. It's just everywhere. So sponge tip applicators, I don't even know if that's going to be enough, but they going to be enough. Where did that come from? This came from in here. Okay. Get the Dada's palette. Put the makeup trash bag over here. All right. Jolie Beauty Cryptic Palette. When I saw this, I was in love. Hey, I got you to start doing 2 blushes. Might be able to tempt you into multiple blush draping. And you know what's crazy about that, Janessa? I was already using like 2 bronzers and 2 highlighters, but just 1 blush. So I'm like, what? Like, it only made sense, but I wasn't doing it though. And I really don't know why. Oh, and more brushes to wash. So yeah, that was weird because I'm like, if I'm using 2 of the other stuff, why am I only still using 1 blush? I think one of our collabs, I think I did put on like 6 blushes. But yeah, I'm thinking this whole situation. So we're gonna open this up again. And wait a minute. Oh shoot, the thing is on the floor. This is one of the many things that I dropped by accident. Ugh. So we're gonna swatch all of these beautiful colors. This is gorgeous. Thank you so much, Janessa. All right, I'm not gonna call out the shades. We're going to, I do think this one, these 2 and this one are going to be flaky. Have you used yours, Janessa? Or were you waiting for our collab? So I think I want to do the flaky ones last. You know what? We'll just do it. We're going to go. This is so bold. When I look over here, like I'm looking now, this is like a deep turquoise blue. When I look where you are, this is a bright green. This is what I see in person. This shade right here. It's blue, but then it's that bright green. Wow. There's a lot going on in this palette. I'm looking at the configuration. So they did alternate metallic, matte, shimmer, matte, and coming down in diagonal, like you have the shimmer, mattes, metallics, mattes, metallics, mattes, and even coming this way, it's the same thing, almost, because these 3 are mattes in this corner. This corner is not. So so that's what I was just looking at, is like how they have this configured. And it is easy to see looks in here. You can do these 4. You can do these 4. You can do these 4 for a brownish look. These 4 for a purplish look. Where am I at? 4. You can do these 4 for a greenish look. And another greenish look with a pop of red. You can do these. You can do these. You can do looks by columns. This is really nice. And you can do looks by rows, which is 7 colors. But y'all know sometimes I do use like 9 colors on my lid. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 7. All right. I love the names. Ghostly spirits awaken, corpse, ivy, decay, undergrowth, frostbite, casket, hearse, 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 rotten, apparition, creepers, phantom, excuse me, petrify, echoes, flesh, cryptic, living dead, shivers, abyss, headstone, cemetery, morbid, obelisk, question mark, modeled, midnight, and afterlife. So we're going to start up here. Oh, it felt hard at first, but then once, it might be the overspray, because now it doesn't. Do any of you have any Jolie Beauty palettes? It's feeling a little dry. All right, heading home so I can make a quick stop at the grocery store before it closes. We'll be joining you at home Swatches. Okay. Okie dokie. See, now it doesn't feel dry. I think I had to just get through the overspray. Because at first it felt dry, but now it doesn't. So I'm swirling the brush, which I'm not going to swirl in the metallic ones, the shimmer ones, because they do look like they could be messy. So we want to take spirits. I'm not going to say the names because we're going in a row. And I'm swiping and then patting back in. That's pretty. It's a light shade, but it's pretty. I put stuff on my fingers into it a little, but I've held off on using it until our collab. Oh, okay. That means we got to do our collab soon. That is very shiny. Look at that when the light hits it. Wow. Thank you, Justin. Looking glamorous. Time to paint this out. Yeah, Janessa sent me some really nice stuff. All right, I'm going to turn the sponge tip over. We're going to swirl. This one is soft. This one, that first matte felt dry, but then after a while it didn't. This one is definitely softer and a little creamier. So that's this shade. That would be a nice blend out shade or to tone something down. And then this one. So I'm swiping and patting. Swipe first and then patting it to make sure it's not going to run away. That's that shade. That's pretty. And if you're into two shadow looks, like you just use these two for that. That's nice. But you just got to make sure you're getting all the sparkles everywhere or make sure you blend it, I should say, because it was looking patchy and now it's not. Yeah, it is. It is a little patchy. It is a little patchy. That's pretty though. Okay, so now we're going to take Ivy. Looks like it has a green base to it. This one feels dry like the first one, but then after I swirled it a bit, it didn't. That's a nice grungy goth color. But the whole palette is grungy goth. That's nice. And we do got a lot of stuff on the face too, so that might have something to do with it. Now in this green, I hit pan. This shade, you see this piece sticking up? I hit pan. It swiped it up down to the bottom. So I'm pressing it back in. I saw pan. Oh my word, this one is super soft. I swiped it and I saw pan. So I'm pressing it back in. Oh my goodness. So this is what that looks like. That's pretty. Damn. So what is happening? Then I undergrowth. Yeah, the mattes feel dry, but after I swirl it a bit with the sponge tip, then it doesn't feel dry. Okay. Are we done with that one? I think so. The second row, Frostbite. This one is very smooth, very soft, very bright. What eye palette are we swatching? We are swatching Jolie Beauty, the Cryptic palette. Janessa sent this to me along with all the blushes and bronzers that we have on right now. And so we're swatching this. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I was drooling over it. And I'm on a no buy. So she surprised me and ordered it for me and then sent it to me. This is an interesting palette. This is interesting. How you doing tonight, Julie? And I apologize again. The other day I kept calling you Julia like the whole time. And then like near the end, I'm like, that's not her name. And I did feel bad about it. This is another one. This is a metallic. It looks like it wants to be flaky, but it's a smooth formula, just like this one. This is an interesting palette. The color story is very interesting. Lots of options in here for sure, because we got, what, 28 shades? What did we just put? Okay, now another matte shade. We didn't have any not so good trolls tonight. Janessa had a few when I was watching her live. I was like, damn, I guess it a Thursday? Apparition, this looks flaky. Oh, okay, hold up. Let me be gentle. Y'all, these flakes is shifting in the... Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get it on here. Okay, we have some on there. Now this one, the way the flakes were like lifting up and trying to like come out the palette, I'm for sure this one is going to be like that, because this one, it already looks like it wants to come out the pan, but it's still in the pan, so that's a good thing. This is a very interesting palette. I'm looking at this shade because it's looking blue. Is that the one? Because it's looking green and then it's looking blue. I think that is the one from the top row. And this looks like it's a dual chrome too, or maybe it's reflecting off of something else. Because I'm seeing here like a yellow green, and back here I'm seeing like a blue, but only at a certain angle. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, right here. Creepers is the name of this shade. This, if somebody's in a two shadow looks, like this would be super easy. Okay, now for Phantom, the one that looks like it wants to jump out the pan. But it's actually not jumping out the pan. So like it's flaky and creamy at the same time. And I'm swiping and patting and it's not picking up. So I think this is like that shade in Moonlit Seduction where you got to get the flake on your brush or your applicator and then just smear it on your face. Because all this I'm working with, it ain't coming up. Because as it's flaking up, I'm pushing it back down. And it's not... Oh shit. This is not coming up. And the flakes are like moving in the pan, but it's this is very flaky. And it does want to jump out the pan, but when I press it back down, it doesn't adhere to the sponge tip. This is this one. This one is a beast. It is windy outside. Oh yeah, we have gale winds. Is it raining? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Can y'all hear that? The fuck? Do y'all hear that though? Seriously. Damn. Damn. I'm still working with this shadow. Right, Tanya? Is this the tornado? What the hell? This shadow, it does... The hell? This shadow. So I got a chunk on here. So y'all see this, right? I don't want it to fall. Okay. So get it on and then smear it. Y'all, this is a beast. This shade right here. I don't know how often I will use this one. I will though, because y'all know I use every shade in the palette when I first use it. But damn, that yeah. So you got to get the flake on it and then smear it. And it looks patchy. Wow, that's an experience. Yes, very reflective. How do you get the iridescent texture on your eyes? Yes, Mama, you hear that storm? I'm about to come over there and cuddle up with you because I'm just like, what the hell going on out there? What do you mean? How do I get on my eyes? Like a shade like this one I don't want to pick up, or just like the other shades, I just use a brush, or I might use a sponge tip applicator to put it on. Y'all like what? This is worse than the other night when I'm like, do y'all hear it? And it's yeesh. So now we're gonna come down to petrify. So this is back to the mattes. This is a relief after dealing with this one because that one was that's nice and pasty. But if I blend it out, it won't be pasty. And if I do a thin line, it won't be pasty. This is a very interesting palette. Looking forward to all the looks you will create with this cryptic palette. Yeah. They look like pretty watercolor washed together. Yeah. Because some of the mattes are very, yeah, very light. Like this one, excuse me, this one. This is a very interesting palette. I don't think I'm going to use this much. I am going to use it. But like how often, I don't know. Because that was a long time just to get that there. To get it to pick up. Because this one, just a regular metallic. And I've been doing this with the mattes too. You swirl it, it's on the brush. Oh, that looked blue to me for a second. That's this shade. Yeah, that one took some work. It is kind of bluish. To me in the pan, it looks gray. But then y'all know I see color weird, so you know. This one looks like it has particles in it. This reddish shade. It doesn't look like the particles are showing up. This is like one of those Pat McGrath shades where it looks like it has shimmer pieces in it, but you put it on, it don't show up. Yo, that wind. Like, what the hell? This is another metallic. The metallics in here are very smooth. The ones that don't look flaky. But even the ones that look flaky, they were easy to work with. This one, though, this was a beast. I'm surprised my neighbor's dogs aren't barking. Oh, this is black based. Oh. Oh, oh. Look at that. And then it's green. This is an interesting palette. This is very interesting. And I know I keep saying that. Where are we at? Living Dead. Are we at Living Dead? Yeah. Trying not to get lost here. There's a lot of colors. Shivers. So now we're down to here. This is creamy smooth. This metallic. So there's at least 4 different formulas in this palette, according to how I'm swatching and how they feel. Look at this shade right here. Dang. This is very interesting. So the last matte in this row, and then we got 7 more, and we will be done. Remember, I have all this stuff on my face. It's pretty. This is now for this one. See, now I swiped it 5 times and it came up. This one, that one ain't want to play. And it blends out nice too. This one. Hey, beautiful Joe. We did a lot of stuff tonight. Janessa, we're swatching the Jolie Beauty Cryptic Palette that Janessa sent me. She also sent me some Made by Mitchell products, a liquid blush. We put that on. Let me put this down. And a luminizer blush. We have this on. And she sent me a curve case. We have all of these on. So we have all a lot of cheek products, and I'm really digging it. Everything, like even though it's a lot of stuff, it doesn't look like a lot, but like all of this, and we did draping, so there's color under here too, and we did some mild like contouring. This needs to be blended out, but yeah, so we did a lot, and now we're swatching this one, and we're down to the last row. So now in this shade, and then these, and we will be done. Yeah, that one shade, y'all, I don't know. That might be it. Just get it on the brush the best I can and just swipe it all over the whole lid. But I do know I needed to go in with this to get the flake up and place it, and then take a sponge tip or a brush to blend it out. So that's what I would have to do with that. Okay, that one's used up. Morbid. Yeah, that's very, yeah, so there's at least 4 different formulas in here. This is a shimmer, but it's a smooth shimmer. This one right here. I'm seeing gray, but when I just held it up, I see green. This one right here. This is a very interesting palette. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. It almost looks like it wants to be the same, but it doesn't. What was that? Was that Morbid? Yeah. So we got this shade, which looks to me to be a purple, which means it's probably not. It is a purple. Yay. If y'all like the movie Don't Breathe, that's free on YouTube as well. I've really been digging YouTube a lot over the last few months. Some of the movies they have on there are like some of my, not to say all of my favorites, but something easy for me to put on and just have it running in the background. That's this shade. So it's blue, not blue, it's green, and then that burgundy shift. Don't we all have this at least 28 times? And I had forgot, because when I put it on, it just looked green, but then that's almost like that shade up here from Swamp of Sorrows. But the red is not as red as the Swamp of Sorrows. It's more like a purple. So I see purple from here to here, and from here to here I see green. Which means y'all might see blue. This is a nice rich shade. We got one more. This has been an experience. And the last one is a black. Well, this one's really creamy. I'm going to say there's 5 formulas in here, because some are super creamy mattes and some are borderline dry creamy mattes. Some of the metallics are very creamy, and then some are flaky but creamy. So that's 4 right there. And then whatever this beast is, whatever that one is, it's pretty though. But I had to work, and it's patchy, so that's the thing too. Maybe I'll put it over a black base. Should I try that here while we're here, y'all? So that's the last shadow. Like trying this over a black base just to see. So I kind of want to do that. Are y'all willing to hang out a little bit longer? Excuse me. Oh, shoot. Here's my brush. I'm going to take Max. Let me toggle, because I don't know if I'm missing. Joe, you missed the storm. Hi, Daryl. You here for the rest of my time? Sure, this is Julie. You're asking my name? This is my YouTube handle? Maybe, or maybe it's not. I'm being good. We're gonna take this brush. They're about the storm. The tornado happened yesterday and you were scared. I think that's what just blew through here, because we had a tornado watch, but like, what was it, Charles? Maybe 5 minutes ago. And for the 5 minutes previous to that, you could hear like the wind, and it sounded like it was slamming on the building. I don't know if it was raining too or not, but it sounded like it was just slamming. The teal, this one. Michelle, have you been here? We just swatched this palette that Janessa sent me, and all the face blushes and bronzers are from stuff that Janessa sent me. There's a lot of stuff, and we put all of it on. And so now we're going to work with this shade because this shade is a friggin' beast. So we're going to try it over a black base. It would not pick up with a sponge tip, Michelle, at all. I ended up going in with a lipstick applicator to get a chunk on here. I pressed it in, and then I used a sponge tip to blend it out, but it's still looking patchy. So I'm just curious of like what this will look like over a black base. And so that's what we're getting ready to see really quick. And then we will be done. And we did the eye look with Swamp of Sadness and Neon Garden. So that was the eye look that we did. Oh, and my brows. That's one of the bronzer shades. Where are we going to put this so we can see it? Right here. This is Max Paint Pot and Black Mirror. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on the face. What else is new? Your look is tomorrow, Michelle. Oof. I might use one of these contour colors because this contour, like how sharp I did it, that's what I'm gonna need to do for your look tomorrow. And I'm still trying to figure out the horns. Still trying to figure out the horns, but it's going to be good, and I'm excited. Yes, I think it took me like 2.5 hours. I had scheduled the lives previously. That's really quick. But then the thumbnails, description box, thank you for the hearts, all the other stuff. Yeah, that was easily like 2.5 hours, if not a little bit more. But then it was because I was doing like 5 lives instead of just like one at a time. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Thank you for the hearts. All right, so we're going to try with this sponge tip, which I don't think is going to work. So we might have to do like we did before to get that in. Thank you for the hearts. So yeah, I'm not going to hold it up because it wants, when I swipe it with the sponge tip, like a flake will pop up, but because I don't want it out the pan, I press it in, but then it's not adhering to the sponge tip. And so that's the thing. The other metallics in here, the other shimmers, even swiping and pressing, they were picking up. This one doesn't want to do that. And so it's looking like we're going to have to do like we did. We're going to pick up a flake with the lipstick applicator, and hopefully it'll stick. But this is a good pick up a flake. You see that? But I'm glad that we're doing this here because this is showing me what I need to do to work with it. What surprises me though is that it does press back in. Like it's not falling out all over in the palette, which is good because sometimes you have a flaky shade and it just ends up all through the palette, all over your face, everywhere. But this does stay where you put it. You just gotta get it where you want to put it. We're gonna take one more little flake. All right, and then we're gonna take the sponge tip applicator. You know what? This isn't so bad. This is not so bad. It's not so bad. It does perform better over a base because this up here is looking just really patchy. But over a base, this is really pretty. And it doesn't look patchy. And so that's what I'll have to do with this one. Use a lipstick applicator, get a flake, press it on, and press wherever I want it. And then go back with a brush or a sponge tip and just blend it out. Thank you. This was gifted to me. Someone sent this to me. Thank you so much. How are you doing this evening? Hi, Carl. I apologize. I didn't see you. So yeah, this is nice. I can do that. This is very patchy, but over a base, this is really good. Yeah, and I do have bases, and I have this one. This is a liquid. Yeah, it does. It has a lot of sparkle. And even these other ones, it's like these are bright, depending on how the light hits it. Who had said, I might have been Tanya, this shift is nice. She said they're very reflective. I don't know if it was Tanya or somebody. Look at, I mean, it's like it'll blind you, but then I do got all these bright lights on in here. But yeah, this is an interesting palette. And nothing is messy. Like nothing has escaped its pan. Like everything is still in here. Hello, thank you. Oh, what does it say about me? Does it say I'm cray cray? Hi, D. You can stay if you're going to be nice. If you're not going to be nice, you can leave or just stay silent. Thank you. So this is it, y'all. So this is an interesting palette, and I want to be like, I'll just use this. Oh, you were being serious? Okay. I'm gonna be serious too. All right. Okay. So I want to say I would use this like every day for a week, but then I don't do shadows every day. But I do want to get through this palette, and y'all know I stick with a palette till I use all the looks. I mean, use all the shades. This is 28 shades. This is a beast. This is nice. And we know how to work with this one, which is great because I was like, I don't know. But this worked. It worked out really well. So just do a base, use a lipstick applicator, put it on, put the chunks on, and then smear it. And nothing is falling out of the pan. Everything is in this pan. Like nothing's flaky, nothing's messy. Now, after I use it 3 or 4 times, I don't know if that'll still be the case. But it's not a messy palette. And y'all know how I feel about messy palettes. I'm just like, why? What's wrong with you? Thank you again, Janessa. I know she'll hear this when she gets home. This, I'm really digging it. I'm glad we learned how to work that. And just as a recap for those who came in not too long ago, y'all got a lot of brushes to wash. She sent me the curve case, despite the makeup. You know, you don't like makeup? I love makeup, but thank you though. The curve case. There's cream bronzers and blushes in here. We have all 8 of these on the face. And we also have on a liquid blush on and an illuminizing blush. And all of these were gifts from Janessa. So I am just really excited. This is my introduction to both of these brands. And I'm really just thankful. And then to be on a no buy. And then you get a nice little haul. And I was good because I had it for like a week and I was waiting. I was waiting for tonight to open with y'all. I love the Wet n Wild, that heart palette. It's the cheap version of what you have. I remember I used to like Wet n Wild back in the day, Julie. Like seriously. But this is definitely my speed. It'll be interesting to see, you know, the looks that we do. And of course, Janessa and I are going to do a collab. She's put her fingers in hers, but she has not done a look yet. So we are going to be doing a collab using the Jolie palette. And of course, because it'll be a collab with you, Janessa, I'll probably use these again when we do our video. But I don't know if you were here for it. But that's good though. The stuff costs a lot of money. I learned how to work with this flaky one, Janessa. That was a beast, but I did learn how to do that. That is great. You have a date. They would probably look at me and be like, girl, what you auditioning for the Lion King musical theater play? What? But this is really good. Thank you, Justin. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for spending time with me to do all the things we did. We did an eyeshadow look. We used all these new products. We swatched this palette, and I'm really digging it. And again, I know I keep saying it, but I'm really glad we learned how to work with that shade because that was a beast. But we worked it out, and it's okay. It's okay. This is a nice shift. So we're gonna go, y'all. Thank you so much for your time, Janessa. Thank you so much for all of these goodies. I'm just super excited. And so we're going to go live streams. We have 3 member request looks that we're doing. Thank you, Locke. And tomorrow we're going to be doing Disney's villain Maleficent, which was a request by Michelle A. Davison. We have 5 Michelles now that flew in and out of here. 5. We had a new one come in the other night, and I'm like, okay, you're the 5th Michelle. Very popular name. But yes, this is really amazing. And all the blushes, Janessa, girl, you did the damn thing. You really did. And so I'm going to go, y'all, because I'll just keep babbling because I'm just so excited And I'm looking at all this stuff that I dropped that I need to pick up and all the brushes I need to wash. But anyway, thank you, Mama, for hanging out with us. You're the only Julie. I do know a Julia. Her channel is Accessorize Your Life, I believe. She pops in every now and then. But yes, so far you're the only Julie. But yeah, when the other Michelle came in, I'm like, you're the fifth Michelle. So, which is pretty cool though. But so we're gonna go. We'll be back here tomorrow night, our regular time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's the usual time of our lives for those of you who are new. But I pushed it back today because I really wanted Janessa to be here to see the stuff that she got me and how I played with it. And so that's why we were later today. So thank all of you for showing up, because I didn't know, because I'm just like, okay, this is later and they're in different time zones too. So I don't know, but I appreciate it. I'm babbling. We're going to go. Thank you for being here, y'all. I appreciate you. As always, self-acceptance. Yes, I paused for a picture. Self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Trollation way. Thank you, and you will see me tomorrow night. Bye.